Hey guys, my name is Better Break Studios and welcome to this year's Allspark assembly. Now, I want to touch on what an Allspark assembly is because I haven't participated in a few years. The Allspark assembly is an event where a bunch of LEGO Transformer creators get together to build a Transformer based off of one common theme. In past years, we've done Transformers characters with different alt modes, and we have also done LEGO theme as a Transformer. This year, we decided on OC swap. Basically what that means is we were each assigned another creator, and what we had to do was design one of their original characters in our own style. So let's kick it off with some original flavor. Here we have Leanline. And here we have her in vehicle mode. Before we get started, I'd like to talk a little bit about the original creator of this character. Mike's118 is a LEGO Transformer builder in the community who just started making YouTube videos fairly recently. He tends to build in a very chibi style. His characters tend to look a lot like anime girls, which is very unique and something I've never seen before done with LEGO Transformers. Which posed a little bit of a problem when trying to make Leanline here because my style is nowhere near that, so I took a bit of artistic interpretations. One thing I made sure to do was maintain the original color scheme. That means the green and black with very dark tinted windows. I also did change a lot about where the colors went. On the side here, you can see how the green starts at the very start of the car, flattens out, and then curves up around the back. On the original design, there was some printed stuff on the doors, and the colors weren't as blocky as they are here. I also made sure to keep in the original stripe going down the center, but I wasn't able to keep it going on the roof because of the way it transforms. Overall, her design is very sleek and slim, akin to that of a street racer. The part that I'm most proud of is how flat this vehicle is. Usually when I'm trying to make a fast car, I'm not able to compact it as much as I did here, and it ends up being far too tall. But in this case, I think I pulled it off really well. Just taking a full 360 of the vehicle mode, you start to notice there's some hands sticking out at the front. A lot of things don't line up properly. There's anti-studs on the top, and the back end is a bit open. I'll say as far as bottoms of vehicle modes go, this is one of my cleanest. The biggest thing this vehicle mode lacks is stability. A lot of the parts on the front end don't tab in together and can move completely on their own, which causes them to get misaligned pretty often. Although when you sit her down on a flat surface, you don't notice it quite as much. For size comparisons, here we have Generation Select's Deep Cover, Earthrise Grapple, Kingdom Ultra Magnus, and my previous build, Blue Streak. So overall, Leanline is about the size of a deluxe class figure. On to robot mode. Getting started with transforming Leanline, you're going to want to pull out the legs, untab the back plate, and fold this section back. Rotate out this piece. Then you can grab the thigh and rotate it downwards. Then straighten out the feet. Up top, you're going to want to separate the arms like this. Fold up the head, then swing the torso down into place and it should tab in like that. Then position the arms like so and adjust the head. Now we can begin work on these shoulder assemblies. First, fold this panel down. Bend here, rotate this tab while also hinging it forward. Rotate the arm right there, fold it over, swing this back, and fold the arm forward. Same thing on the other side. Just like that. And here she is in robot mode, and I gotta say, I really love the sculpt on this design. One thing I did try to capture, and ultimately gave up on was how round she is in her original design. I decided to switch for this more angular design, reminiscent of characters from Transformers Prime. Although the only downside I see to that is it's kind of hard to tell that she is a girl, but I think it's important for both genders to have a wide variety of body types. Taking a look at her shoulders, you can see how the top of the windshield ends up facing out the front, and the doors form these really nice armored panels up here. Then you can see the sort of thin underarm stretching down to meet her forearms, which are nicely detailed with these curving hood panels forming the armor. One of my favorite parts about this is how this side is light green, the other side is completely black. The two separate tones giving her an uneven, asymmetrical appearance really adds a lot of flavor to this design. Taking a look at the torso, it is very small and thin, although that's what I was trying to go for, basing it off of the original design. Moving down to her legs, they are very, very wide starting at the thighs. And that's mostly inspired by the original design, partially a preference on my side. Then getting down to the feet, you can see it's formed by the front end of the car. She has almost clown shoes because of how big this part is compared to her shin. Then taking a look at the back, it is almost kibble free except for this panel right here, but that was mainly unavoidable. And finishing off with the head sculpt, she has a stripe going down her forehead. You can see I simplified the whole anime face design down to that one stud half-curved piece there. I did have two completely different head designs I wanted to incorporate on it, but because of the way she transforms, I just didn't have enough space for either of them. For accessories, she comes with a sword and a gun. The accessories simply just clip onto her hands with the bar like so, and same for the gun with this small little handle down here. Clips in, and they both look really nice on her. I think the sword really complements her warrior-like design, and the gun just fits with the overall theme of her alt mode, giving her a menacing blaster. There is also storage for both of the weapons. The sword simply clips on to the side here, as if it were sheathed, and the gun has a single stud right here which can peg into the back plate. And she still looks pretty cool even with her weapons put away. Articulation time. To start off, she has a standard T-bar at the head which can allow her a full 360 degrees of movement, along with being able to look up, not that far, and down pretty far. There are some joints on the inside of the shoulder that allow for a bit of a butterfly swivel. Shoulders can swing out a full 360 and move out not that far and go back in. Elbows are double jointed for a full bend movement, but they do tend to knock into the door panels here. Nothing at the waist, but she does have ball jointed hips, which can go pretty far forward and not so far back. Her knees are on a ratchet and can't bend that far. Her ankles have two joints in them, one being for transformation, one being for articulation, which allows for a full foot swivel, and it can pivot back and forth, out and in. So overall, she does have a pretty good range of articulation, along with the dynamic sculpt allows for a lot of great poses. For size comparisons, here we have Generation Select's Deep Cover, Earthrise Grapple, Kingdom Ultra Magnus, and my previous build of G1 Blue Streak. So overall, she is about the size of a Deluxe, maybe even a Voyager. Overall, I'm just a really big fan of the design. She's very sleek and streamlined in both modes, and you can hardly even tell it transforms both in robot mode and in vehicle mode. And that about wraps up today's video. Make sure to check down in the description. There will be links to the Well of Allspark's YouTube channel, along with Mike's 118, and my past entries into the Allspark assembly. And to finish off with Leanline, she's pretty great. I'll see you all next time.